Hello, hello, all Scorpios. My name is Adira, and welcome to 1991 Tarot. This spread and reading is for all strong Scorpio placements. And so we have this 10 card spread out here for you today that I'm going to message and interpret for you. And we also have other decks and spiritual resources from which I'll be pulling from. All right? Let's get right into it. I do want to let you know I have these silly little gloves on because I have a scar on my hand. And, I'm just, I guess, maybe in some scorpionic energy. I just want to kind of feel a bit protective of myself. So, scarves are on. Or, excuse me, gloves. Some kind of veil, right? Let's lift it up and get into this reading. Here we have the Six of Coins. It's here in this position, and so it signifies that you are currently in a space where you can give of yourself or give of your time and of your self-generated resources. The fruits of your labor, they were fruitful indeed. There is an aspect in your life in which your cup is full, and there's not much of a better signal than this to move forward and make something happen. Is this right here? The Six of Coins is the card of the philanthropist. And as a Scorpio being, you're known for being selective, picky, and downright stingy with your precious resources. That's your MO, and you know it. And there's not a thing wrong with that. But currently, you have enough capability and strength accumulated now to the point where you can share your wealth. So, do as so. But let's see how you're going to do as so. How are you going to share of your wealth, abundance, and prosperity in this time? So this is what came out as the second card. All right, we have something from the Major Arcana. Big, big, big energy. The Judgment card. And the second placement for the spread represents the challenge. So the challenge is, what of yourself is it that you should give? Again, the Judgment is actually, it's a Major Arcana card, but it's the second to last card in the tarot for the Major Arcana. And so it asks you to reflect big time before you make a decision or find your answer. I'm actually going to refer that or suggest that you refer to your higher self for help honing in on this answer. So after you watch this spread, meditate. Take time to get still, maybe even engage in a physical practice like breath work to get deeply aligned, deeply connected with your mind and your body. And after that, then ask, what this answer feels like to you? Is it time to give someone the opportunity to experience a more vulnerable side of you, where you give from a pure part inside of you? You have no concern of a guarantee for a return on your investment. And I know that can always kind of be within your sights, Scorpio. But timing matters, though, right? Certainly there are many moments in life where our cups are brimming. We are just living vitality at that time. Or we are in a good enough spot where we can give. We can extend ourselves. But the Judgment and the Six of Coins here expose that you are ready to take all of your life lessons to make the best decision going forward. Your wisdom and the strength of your character is validated here. What's going on now, or what you will give to, It's not identical to your past, okay? It will be a reflection of how you will do even better than your past. So trust yourself. This may mean to get closer or more intimate with your partner or love interest, or to say yes to donating or giving of yourself for something the intuitive power that you're known for might have typically been, or usually will tell you to say no to. So we're starting there. And here we have something even more. We're getting into the thick of it, Scorpio. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. And yeah, speaking of your intuition, here we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. We are getting nice and deep into your world already, Scorpio. And that spiritual lesson that all Scorpios go through, the spiritual lesson of trust, presents itself here. Scorpio, let go of the attachments that keep you stagnant, that keep you comfortable and at a comfortable position of control. Take your claws out of current manifestations that also showcase your fearful feelings and thoughts. So, those feelings of accepting or needing certain levels of toxicity in your life, and those thoughts of change-induced instability. Take your claws out of what you know you're holding on to for dear life, Scorpio, and for a semblance of a sane life. And look around you instead. Notice, see it, or see it when it arrives. There is much, much more available to you. Beyond being binded, right? Much, much more. Healthier, mind expanded, more fulfilling bonds are available to you. Abundance and life-giving experiences, Scorpio. Just beyond the reach of your current vice grip of whatever it is that you're holding on to. So, hey, don't be Frodo from, what is it, Lord of the Rings? You know, he went right on down with his, what was the nature of the phenomenon of what happened? He had an unhealthy desire and attachment. And he went right on down with it, right? So drop stale and flourishing connections and agreements you've made with yourself. All right, Scorpio? And that's how you'll make the perfect space for the new and improved ones. New agreements, new connections, better ones. Scorpio, this one, yeah, may be hard, right? And I really am trying to speak power to your capabilities, all right? You're notorious for this, so we know for certain that you are a very, very loyal being. You're a loyal person. That's the kind of person that you just are, right? Stick to it. You have stick-to-itiveness to you. And I know that it can be to a fault at times. But with your answer from your higher self, the one that you'll derive after getting through the spread with me, you know, and even before that, you know that it's time to ascend. You know that it's time to make a change. To not be so concerned with severely protecting yourself, which also is a trait that you can have to a fault. So I think now is the time to allow yourself to think bigger and get what it is that you are truly deserving of. Okay? Let's see what you are moving on from, Scorpio. There we go, High Priestess in reverse. And don't worry, I always I take a picture of the whole spread and place it right at the completion of the interpretation. But yeah, you have the High Priestess and it's in reverse. So this already tells me you have already been hearing all of what I just told you already. wrestling with it already in your mind and in your life, haven't you? The powerful tarot card of the High Priestess is here, but it's in reverse. And so that shares with us the reason why it's been a battle for you to move forward. Again, Scorpio, your past is different than the position you are currently in. But the past we carry with us, and we allow it to impart its wisdom now. You are currently moving away from blocking out or being skeptical of your own intuition. You're moving away from the long-standing questioning that represents a reversed High Priestess. Moving away from not trusting what you can feel deep inside. Because what you can feel deep inside is the true answer for your issue, your obstacle, your dilemma, any problem. Be honest with me and be honest with yourself here, Scorpio. Have there been signs maybe beyond this physical world? Maybe things like people having said things at a certain time to you that made alarm bells go off in your head. Or have your dreams been trying to get through? Maybe your body has reacted in a way to get you to listen to yourself too. Scorpio, you are a yin sign. So it is your nature to find yourself on your best life paths by the use of going within and letting your intuition guide you along life's twists and turns. Sometimes our system or our body, our mechanisms, they will go awry or malfunction as a signal. Or our system is so out of whack that it causes our intuition to not be at its ultimate functioning capability, right? Excuse me. So be bold and step into your power. Again, you can meditate. Maybe it's time to detox. And continue listening to what your life is telling you to move further away from the past misalignments and into what is here for you now. Scorpio, be honest, you may have to drop that confusing situationship, be it with a person or another kind of life contract, right? Let go of what has brought your life any misery. Now's the time. You're moving forward. You're moving forward into... Woo, we have the 7 of Swords here, Scorpio. All right, water sign. Let's see if you can really absorb and comprehend this, yeah? So the 7 of Swords is quite the mischievous or ominous card, right? It fits aptly in this spread of a Scorpio who has stepped into a powerful era or a time of your life where you can manifest to a high degree. You're Scorpio. The sign that shapeshifts, that is chameleon-like by nature and by nurture, right? The ability to treat the traits of secrecy and preservation as precious as a Scorpio does is to be fully embraced at this time. You've got a good thing going. Your cup is full for what you'd like to manifest, and you don't need anything or anyone being negative about this time of prosperity. You don't need any of that around you. Be 100% serious about this strength, Scorpio. You may turn into a Scorpio. You may have to scorch things up to make things happen, all right, Scorpio? Be the scrutinizing and investigating person that you are to protect what you will do on your journey. Do whatever it takes to attain who or what it is that you want, is what I am telling you, and allowing you to grab the reins or drop any chains holding you back. Guns or stingers out, Scorpio. And be at the ready. Embrace your now. Embrace your fiercest you. Not that person that was dimming their own light for the delusion of safety in the past. With this full cup energy you now embody, know that you are and be battle ready. Let's see. Another lovely card in reverse, Scorpio. Wow. I love this very introspective and reflective of your powers spread that we have today, Scorpio. So, this placement or part of the spread shows why you just had to cut down the grass, Scorpio. And you see, again, there are two beings, right, on this card. And that indicates for those that you do trust and may be collaborating with for your goal, have consideration for their recognition and for their needs. As a Scorpio, it is well known that whomever gets on your bad side can be correctly assessed as being one of the unluckiest human beings alive. If they still are. Just jokes, right? And for those that do pass your vibe check and are allowed to access or to be able to feel your endless, huge heart, Scorpio, well, they are some of the luckiest, most supported, and loved people. Yes, still be at the ready to cut the heads of snakes and enemies, but just as passionately, trust and utilize your immense and intensely loving ability for those on your side as well. You may have to strike down karma on a loved one that needs some act right, or behavioral readjustments, or assert your ground on what your terms are or exactly how you want to give of yourself for something you have in the works. And you will have the ability to do so, especially now that you are watching the spread and have been provided a much needed heads up. The main advice, Scorpio. Queen of Swords. Your main advice is this. Be masterfully exact, yet diplomatic about what you want. A true leader can feign ceding or surrendering, can give ground in a deliberation, can even delegate their power for the achievement of their main goal. With the Queen of Swords, you are not just powerful, but the utmost, the highest level of power for your most sound and intellectual mind. The Queen of Swords being representative of air or the mental energy. And so your most sound and intellectual mind is available for you to step into to make things happen. Scorpio, from the planet of passion and war, Mars, Scorpio, ruler of sex and getting deeper, or intimacy, of being in tune with oneself in such a way that it becomes for you a power that makes you downright unstoppable. Use your genius to be your most vibrant, most powerful, alluring you. Embrace and walk with the confidence of your best version. Look at this Amazonian woman here. She's got it. And you embody that too. You got what that takes. You know, I think you should actually check out this this song or music video, because it has a video, and yes, check out the video. The song's title is Queen Card by the K-pop group. Forgive me if I say their name wrong, but I believe it's Gildle, or like Gidle. K-pop group, song and video, Queen Card. All right? And I think it can be helpful. Yeah. Very, very inspiring, and even more reflective of what I'm trying to get you to see here, Scorpio. Also, consider this saying before we move on to the next card. Being confident in ourselves begets confidence from things and others around us. Now, your environment, or the reality or the environment, maybe even more appropriately titled for this spread, the battlefield you are in, it may make you feel a bit distant from where you are certainly headed, Scorpio. You may feel it is best to be hesitant, or your fears will try to give you cold feet at times along this journey. Your current agreements and connections may be disharmonious, but you can tough it out. Again, you have the Queen of Swords as your guidance or main advice, enabling you to navigate any logistical obstacles or issues. Again, you have the Judgment card, right? Reminding you to move with and for your highest self. Your intuition, back at the forefront and into alignment, is here for you. And the go-ahead to enable all of your Scorpionic gifts. Another song came up into my head. Please go check it out. Video too, if you like, yeah? The song is Ditto, and it's another K-pop group by New Jeans. So it's Ditto by New Jeans. So another song came up, Ditto by New Jeans. Check it out. You can also watch the video. What are, very interesting. And in the Star Spinner Tarot, this is the Lover's card here, right? It comes really cool with 4 different Lover's cards. So for any kind of divine energy pairing, they were considerate of. And so I just left one in, I believe, and so this is what we have. At this part of your spread, for your hopes and fears, yeah, definitely go listen to that New Jeans Ditto song. I suggest listening to it also whenever you need to stay motivated or not get too heavy emotionally throughout this journey's challenges, okay? You know, some readers don't recognize the reverse interpretation of the card. When one shows up in reverse, the card will instead denote for them that it's screaming instead of just speaking. The message is even more profound than usual. And so we have Lovers in the reverse here for your hopes and fears. The Lovers represent true union. It can signify the achievement and relationship between you and your goal or your person. So again, really, please, you're going to do me that, right? You're going to do me that solid and go check out that song and add it to a playlist, because it's also really sweet. And it's just as sweet and as pure as your heart is concerning your goal. The Lovers is a major arcana card again. So it's actually the grandest version for union in the tarot. More than the 2 and 3 of Cups or the wand suit. This union is not just a regular kind of connection, but destined, a part of your fate for your life path. It's natural to feel nervous, not only about getting what you want, but how it will endure or end, especially since this experience is something your soul signed up to contract itself to. Scorpio, you are not getting ahead of yourself. As a matter of fact, you are destined to feel this uneasiness. It's also so normal to feel during a time of upheaval and newly embraced energies and agreements. Remember, the environment will make you or will place you at a standstill. Sometimes. It has the potential to do that, right? So it's okay to be your patient and driven self, Scorpio. But please know you've got what it takes to see this beautiful goal to its end. See it through to completion. Keep in mind, remember the advice, right? To be bold with your genius. The last card for our spread. The possible outcome placement. Another reverse card. And so the possible outcome is actually not a fairy tale. And I know some of you Scorpios, being the fans of reality and deep truths that you are relieved. No, baby. So there will need to be measures taken to ensure that everyone and everything can be at ease. You're truly moving as the sorcerer archetype Scorpio embodies at this time in your life. Utilizing, what does a sorcerer do, right? Or a magician do? They utilize all possible resources to make the miracle come to fruition. But never lose this perspective, Scorpio, that there are many moving parts going on, and you must wield masterfully to ensure the agreements and connections that you've worked for actually have a great foundation and running model. If you are to fight for a relationship, make sure, as best as you can, that your foundation is rock solid. If you are giving immense energy to a life project, eliminate any and all blind spots and put much care into the longevity and satisfaction from everything and everyone involved, Scorpio. Okay? I'd like to give you another card for possible outcome. I like that one. The one that we already have down here, it really tracks with all the kind of work and faith that you're gonna have to have throughout this journey. But I want to give you another one, okay? What's this? Ooh, okay, another card of harmony and a card of practicality. It just simply tells you, okay, let's pick it up first. 2 of coins, huh? Let's put it up like this so you can see. Coins energy. Studying, being grounded, being practical, bringing tangible things into your life. And 2, it being the 2 in this suit, represents being able to put things together. To put the second foot in front of the other for what it is that you want to create. And so, water sign, here you are here, out like a deity, with your eyes closed, signifying that you are instead trusting your internal alignment. And you have both hands full, but more so like these tangible things that you value aren't touching your physical body. Instead, they're staying in your auric field instead. Meaning that you've gone still, right? You've meditated, you may have detoxed, and you've done that breath work or physical practice to bring yourself to such a, and where you already are right now, but really it's signified here that you are someone with a full cup, someone brimming with vitality, and the energy or chi flow is just flowing out of your hands, allowing what it is that you'd like to be pulled to you to stay there with you, to be pulled to you, and for you to be able to have control over it, governance over your wants and needs. And so I like this planet. It's a bit more optimistic. Don't mind the other one too, very realistic. And so is this one. Two of coins. There you are, having faith that what it is that you're going to build and what it is that you want. You're hopeful, and you're going to have a plan, have a strategy, and do practical things to ensure it is so. So you got yourself. You got yourself, okay, Scorpio? All right. Let me take a picture, and then again, that'll be the still for you. And let's open up some other oracles. All right. Let's see what's going to support you on your journey. With some more oracles and messages. Let's start off with our African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. Yeah. Please provide, support Scorpio on this journey of self-trust, profound external transformation, and going even deeper within. Oh, yeah. Yeah, makes total sense. Oshun. Fearless love, Scorpio. Oshun's affirmation. I give love. I receive love. I am love. So, Scorpio, dare to love. Begin with loving yourself. Allow yourself to be loved. You feel everything deeply. You are porous, right? And you can have a wall around your heart at times. And so that is your paradox. But your current divine assignment is to remain open to fearless love. Love that you can receive in the love languages that you have. Love that you are worthy of and reminds you of your worthiness. So please don't allow your unhealed past to block your future. Wow. Yeah, I think that tracks, right? All right. From the Wisdom of the Peaceful Warrior. Great book. Great movie. I love these inspiration cards. There we go. Hey, accented. Excuse me. It's okay, I'll just read it. It's hard to, yeah. Sorrow, fear, anger, and regret live only in the past or the future. In the present moment, we find the key to peace. Yes. And honestly, Scorpio, we can best tap into our intuition by surrendering all of that, the past and the future, and being here in the present moment. So if you even want to find peace with the answer or the decisions that you will have to make when it comes to, in regards to what it is that you want, as well as who you have to be, the energy and the behaviors that you will have to carry to achieve what it is that you want. Don't sweat it. Stay in the present moment. Trust your intuition. Trust in your capabilities. And then you can find yourself not only just, again, not sweating it, being more peaceful and more calm throughout this transformative journey, you know, but you might even find that it helps you manifest easier, right? Kind of like a duh, but hopefully it's a good reminder for you. All right, another nice oracle deck. Trying to pull a lot of messages for you, Scorpio, so that this reading helps. All right. I am peaceful and one with the earth. So although you have a lot of transformations and changes, and you may even have to take names and shoot people down, or be assertive, be strong, and be a bit no nonsense for this goal that you were trying to achieve. Remember the illusion of separateness, right? And we are all, humans are just mirrors with each other. And humans as a species can also reflect the earth, and is definitely a part of the earth. If we're gone, earth don't go, right? Earth's gonna be right here, maybe even more prosperous, right? So as much as you can, still please instill respect to nature and the way of life. If you want, there's this great video. I think it's a little over an hour long. It's the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu, but it's orated by Dr. Wayne Dyer. It has nice nature sounds in the back, and it goes through all the different chapters from the Tao Te Ching. And it reflects this very well, how to be peaceful and one with the earth and the flow of life. You might need that as, you know, things like fear, nervousness, potentially coming to standstills, having to let go of things you were deeply attached to. You might need some peace. And so things like that can be really, really useful to listen to throughout your journey as well as those two songs. All right, so okay, again, I'll preface this deck really quickly. These actions or behaviors completely optional, but I find that they help your manifestation move along a bit faster. It's kind of like maybe you had a car that was just on cinder blocks in the driveway, and you finally decide to take an action or behavior and you move it out the way, and then all of a sudden you have an opportunity to receive a new car that maybe you like even better. So sometimes you take an action to get the energy going. You don't have to do this one. You can do one that's energetically similar and one that you'd prefer to do even more. All right, you can tell a manager about an employee that gave you great customer service. So you can just kind of pay it forward. Bless somebody's day for no reason. Yeah? Believe me, that's one of the easier tasks to be handed to. Put your blessings in place. All right? Okay. Can't really see that. I'm just going to leave it out. Quote to meditate on for you, Scorpio. Though one defeats 1,000,000 men in battle, one who overcomes the self alone is in fact the highest victor. We have that Seven of Swords, right? Allowing you to use your light and shadow to enforce your goal to happen. But don't lose perspective and don't lose your sight on the main goal as you do that. That is my take from this. Remember, again, we are mirrors of each other. We are all nature, and Earth's citizens or children, and that is to be respected. And yes, the most important and most worthy battle you will ever fight will pertain to your own self-refinement. All right. I believe, yes, we're going to go with positive or everyday positive thinking by Louise Hay. My handy dandy, very vintage, very dear to me book that I'm going to share a message with you. Words make a powerful impact, and they're not easily forgotten. Wounds inflicted by words of anger or hate can last a very long time. There's a second message. Love others fully and with all your heart. And do not fear. Do not hold back. The more you give, the more will return to you. Yeah. So right in the reading, it's just telling you, the reading has been telling you that please take care. Absolutely curate and be very thoughtful and considerate of emotions and mental energy that you give out and that you exchange with others whilst striving for your goal, okay? We have just one last one for you today. Yeah, there it is. Again, accented. All right, for the heart. Yeah. Fourth chakra, heart chakra. Radiate warmth and sincerity. The affirmations are this. I am open to sharing, accepting, communicating, and connecting with others as I focus on this moment, not the past or the future. A smile, a kind-hearted way of speaking, or a hug goes a long way towards uplifting others. I offer care and support where I can without rescuing. I nurture and respect my relationships. Wow. I am going to try and hold this one up if possible. Yeah. I'll take a nice good picture of all this so again for you at the end. That really just ties in all the wisdom and guidance and tips and heads up from your spread today, Scorpio, right? It's time to be open and share and connect and communicate well. And it's okay to be smiley and kind-hearted, especially to uplift others, whether it's to tell a boss, hey, your employee, they're doing their thing, you know, or again, to be considerate, to recognize others that are collaborating with you, that are trying to connect with you, put effort in as well for your goal. Yeah. And you don't have to rescue. Although you're in a time of abundance, prosperity, your cup is brimming and overflowing, don't give so much of yourself that you drain yourself, right? And put yourself in a position where you have to be a warrior to reinstate your power and maybe cut off someone that is using you and not uplifting you or valuing you appropriately. I lift up this one again because I just see Oshun's cup, right? Isn't it overflowing? See these golden waterfalls flowing down behind her. And you nurture and respect your relationships. You put energy towards them and also, right, the relationship, the one that you have with yourself. Please respect it throughout, and I'm sure you're going to have the most beautiful outcome that you are so deserving of, Scorpio. Wow, thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you today. If you liked it, if you had any thoughts that you'd like to share, please comment. Please like this video, just starting out as you see on this channel. So it would be so deeply appreciated. And yes, subscribe. I'm going to have many more videos coming out. Many more different styles of content too as well. So yeah, I hope they will help you as much as I hope this spread did as well. All right, Scorpio, thank you. Bye.